We have finally made it to our main event here on Nitro, and Samoa Joe, the new world, the new World Heavyweight Champion, is going to be facing the one-time challenger to the World Heavyweight Championship, The Undertaker, who he beat Roman Reigns in a non-title match and then won the opportunity at Backlash, and unfortunately came up short, thus allowing Samoa Joe to become a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, Samoa Joe actually became World Heavyweight Champion in the last pay-per-view of 2K20 where he beat, who did he beat? He beat Matt Awesome and someone else in a triple threat match to win the title. Oh, Daniel Bryan, that's what it was. He beat Daniel Bryan as well as Matt Awesome, who was champion at the time. So I'm always going to be a little salty about that. But Samoa Joe, in fact, did earn this opportunity. You got to feel for Sting, though, because he had just won the title via Money in the Bank cash-in. So I do feel bad in that regard for Sting. But I think we have a new killer on our hands when it comes to being World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, think of the line of champions we've already had this far. We've had Goldberg to start us off. Roman Reigns beat him in the Battle of the Spear match, in which he became victorious to win the championship. Sting then pinned Roman Reigns, and now Samoa Joe has the championship again. And of course, everyone's favorite dead man, an American badass as well, The Undertaker, a win here today could possibly get him a title opportunity at SummerSlam. And then he'd be able to challenge again for the World Heavyweight Championship that he felt like he could have won, but he didn't. Once again, Roman Reigns proved it was his yard, so take that as you will. I can already tell a lot of Roman Reigns haters just in that sentence alone are just like seething. They're just like their blood vessels are popping out of their necks, and they've got a big vein in their head, just the rage that Roman Reigns pinned Undertaker at WrestleMania, which I don't necessarily agree with myself, but it is what it is. But here he is, ladies and gentlemen, The Undertaker. I honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I love the dead man version of Undertaker, but I think post 2000, this is probably one of my favorite iterations of Undertaker. And then, what's it called? And then the resurrection of the dead man in 2004 is a close second, I will say. Although I will also say that Undertaker did have probably some of his best matches of his career after the American Deadman stint and Big Evil and all that stuff, which to me isn't all that different. I just find them to be the same thing. So so here's a question, man. Samoa Joe obviously has been doing commentary on Monday Night Raw. Does that mean he's pretty much retired, or does WWE just not want him to compete for the fact that he's very injury prone, and I guess a lot of the injuries he's had in his career, or a lot of the bumps he took, are really starting to catch up with him? I mean, think of how many times, Samoa Joe's push, I guess you can say, was completely and utterly, cut off because of injuries. It's a shame to think that he's only ever held one title in WWE, and that's not counting NXT, and that's the United States Championship, which, again, I don't think lasted all that long anyway because it's part of injury. If I'm correct. I could be wrong. Someone in the comment section can correct me on that, but I really do believe that Samoa Joe is probably one of the best wrestlers in the world, always has been. His TNA run, legendary. His Ring of Honor run, I mean, need I say more? His WWE, his NXT run was very good. I don't think I necessarily enjoyed it as much as all the other stuff he did in the indies, and the WWE run, for lack of better terms, has been just meh. All I'll say is he should have pinned Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. That was... Or even, if anything, he should have beat AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Because that would have fucking gave him some hardcore momentum then. I'll say, and I even saw a clip of him a long time ago. Not a long time ago, like just this week that I'm recording this. I saw a clip of him, and it was during episode of Monday Night Raw from obviously this past last couple of months. And, you know, Steph's goons or whatever from the Monday Night Messiah faction or whatever. They're about to fucking destroy Rey Mysterio and put him through a table. And everyone flees the broadcast position, and Samoa Joe's the only person left, and he's just like ready to fuck him up. I honestly believe that Samoa Joe could very well kick my ass. And of course, he just kicked the Undertaker's ass at what was pretty much the most dominant victory. I know I didn't focus on it too much, but I knew the end result. That is our new World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute savage. And I'm not just saying that because he's Samoan. He is an absolute fucking monster. And now Samoa Joe has that World Heavyweight Championship, which means he could do whatever the fuck he wants. I mean, what else could he possibly do? He can defend that title against whoever he fucking feels like he wants to defend it against. Because odds are, he's gonna fucking beat him. I truly believe that. If you don't believe that, you're fucking nuts. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on Nitro. Last three matches have been very fun to play. Hope you guys enjoyed. On Nitro, as I said in previous episodes, and the first match of this show, I'll be doing a little bit of a commentary thing about, you know, the difference between some WWE games and others, and what I feel is better. And we'll have some cool matches there on main event. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for joining me.